I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. This is one of the best game names I have ever seen. And also one of the worst because it tells you nothing yet implies all sorts of things. Irritating Stick, developed by Saurus and published by Jaleco Entertainment on the Sony PlayStation in 1998 in Japan and 1999 in the US. It's nothing but a maze, you and a stick carrying 100,000 volts. Yeah, that still leaves me wondering. This is just awesome. Well, apparently Irritating Stick is based on a segment of the Japanese game show by Asahi National Broadcasting called,
うちゃんなんちゃんの炎のチャレンジャーこれができたら100万円
I'll just trust that you are correct, Google Translate. The game segment in question looked more or less like this, and was actually based on a classic carnival game, which in turn is somewhat similar to the classic wire loop game that some of us also made in science class. This wasn't the only Irritating Stick, there was also one for the Nintendo 64, but we'll be taking a look at the NTSC PS1 release here. The game begins with a logo and one seriously coked-up announcer.
Welcome to Irritating Stick!
From what I gather, the word irritating used here originally meant something closer to vibrating in Japanese, but that doesn't exactly make you think of anything less naughty or more clear until you play the game. The menu provides you with the option to play single-player, one-on-one multiplayer, an 8-player tournament, create your own courses, and adjust some settings. Go into those options straight away and lower the difficulty because I am telling you right now, you're going to pull out your hair and set your controller on fire even on easy. So chances are you'll go on a killing spree starting on normal or hard. Anyway, just go into single-player mode and you're presented with 4 options and...
Let's take a look at the courses!
And the announcer, but yes, you have TV courses, arcade courses, user-made courses, and randomized courses called AI courses. They all feature the same type of content more or less, but the TV courses are where the bulk of the content lies. Choose one and prepare for abject humiliation and heaps of failure.
It's the first degree of TV courses!
So yes, in Irritating Stick, you play an irritating stick, signified here by a white circle. You move the circle around with the D-pad or left analog stick, and your goal is to try and make it to the end of the maze without touching anything. If you do, your stick becomes irritating, gets electrocuted, and vibrates the controller violently. Imagine the high tension of the board game operation and apply that to a big maze with obstacles and worse controls and you get the idea. Oh, and you also have to make it through without running out of time, so not only do you have to be precise, but you have to be quick. And every time you screw up, or really do anything slightly notable at all, that line-snorting announcer will condescendingly spew something at you.
Watch out! You're too close to the edge! What's wrong?
You can thankfully turn him off in the options menu, and frick, the manual even implies that he's annoying as nuts, so you may as well. And apparently the original Japanese game had way more of the announcer, so just count your blessings, because honestly the game is more than aggravating enough. Now what makes this game so freaking infuriating is also what makes it addictive to the point of compulsion. All you have to do is make it from point A to point B. And the path is so simple even a child could do this. Surely you'll have no problem. But no, 1,000 times no, you're gonna have every problem you can think of. For one thing, the controls are just ever so slightly odd. There's a tiny bit of lag in the input, and I honestly think that's done on purpose. And combine that with the sensitivity of it, and the game is freaking unplayable with the D-pad, so don't even try. The analog stick is the only way to play this, but what it really begs for is a trackball. In fact, there's an arcade game based on the same concept called The Irritating Maze by Neo Geo that uses a trackball. But that's too bad. Here you've got a tiny analog stick as your best option, and really the game would be hard enough even with a trackball. Nothing is as simple as it seems here, largely because of that infernal timer. You're given 5 speeds to choose from at will, at which to travel through the courses, but you're really gonna have to book it if you choose the wrong one in the wrong place, or hang around one obstacle for too long. This is a game about learning the perfect path, discovering the perfect timing, becoming the perfect player. It's all about sacrificing your sanity to become the most elite and not giving up until you've reclaimed your honor after being beaten into submission by something as simple as a dot in a maze. Good grief, this is Japanese, and I kind of love it. I mean, hate it. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. But I can't put it down. I can't let it beat me. Does that mean I love it? I don't know. I suck so hard at this game. I can barely get through it at all, which is why I'm now showing footage of someone else playing. I'm a fan of bullet hell shooters too, and I suck just as much at those. Like those, this is a game that goes out of its way to get on your nerves and then only rewards you with more frustration once you do succeed. It's a very special kind of gamer that gets continued satisfaction from this type of game, and I'd wager that gamer is also into some seriously dark self-flagellation fantasies too, but anyway. And if you're tired of playing by yourself and have some similarly kinky friends that want to come over and play with your irritating stick, you can play Versus Mode. This is the same kind of thing as single player, but you're competing against each other. Versus Mode, that's what it is. But now, not only is the game trying to kill you, your friend can try to kill you by collecting and using irritants. These are offensive weapons that will confuse, slow down, and downright make enemies of any friends silly enough to play this game with you. These can be disabled if you'd like to compete strictly against the course and timer itself, and may just save you from leaving with a manslaughter charge. Then there's Tournament Mode, which is the same thing, just with up to 8 people playing in brackets against each other one-on-one until someone comes out on top. And lastly, there's the Course Editor. This is exactly what you'd expect. It's a simple editor that lets you create your own horribly deceptive torture chambers. You can only create up to 4 of them though, but hey, it's always cool to see any kind of editor, especially in a console game. And that's Irritating Stick in all its irritating stickiness. This is just one of those kinds of games, so if you have no desire to be ruthlessly humbled and torn down by something simplistic over and over again, this is absolutely not the game for you. But it's got an amazing name, it's stupidly easy to learn, it has bizarre and offbeat music, and it's got robo-boobs. Basically, it's so quirkily Japanese it hurts. I don't know, this game intrigues the crap out of me, and I simply found it irresistible, which is why I grabbed it for my collection. This is one weird game, and I love weird games. But it's a one-sided love, I know that. I could have done without the seethingly masochistic level design, but hey, I'm still happy to own it. So if you're looking for something a little off the beaten path, or just want something to murder you until you're dead, keep an eye out for Irritating Stick. Would you like more reviews that are hopefully not nearly as irritating as this? Not the review, the game. I hope the review was good. If you thought it was, then click some of these. There are more of them. And I do more every single week, so also hit subscribe if you would like to be notified when I do them. And as always, thanks for watching.